I trust this guy.
All right. When we last left our heroes. When we last left, well, you guys. When we last left you guys.
I bit a dick.
You guys had tangled with the you two had tangled with the Amber Cultists, and Gavin had to fight off the what were they, star moles, not star witch moles, trying to drag the whole ship
They're
down
like moles,
by superpowering the engine, which was weird because the engine was not responding in a very normal way. But just to kind of refresh everybody's memory of all of this, we're going to do these little kind of flashback, not really flashback things, but sort of a what's been going on kind of a thing. So we're going to start with Paris. So, Sean, sit down. Hey, Paris, it has been 3 or 4 days since the rumble with the Amber Cultists that no one seems to want to admit is happening. Roll sense plus tides.
That's 3. Woo! Woo! 6, 4, 1.
All right, on the 6, you can pick 2 of these. First option. It's hard to figure out what these guys are up to, but you might have some history from your time with the Fleet family that gives you a clue. Tell us about someone who grew up around you on the Fleet, or no, that you grew up around on the Fleet, who was obsessed with things embedded in Amber, and what was one of the legendary beings they used to go on and on about, like it would change the world, or possibly end it. That's option 1. Option 2, neither of the captains seem to really care what the cultists might be up to. When was the last time you saw them this distracted during a cruise? This is weird. Option 3, you had a dream about a watcher in the skies. What did you learn that could prepare the ship's crew to be ready for? You get to pick 2 of those 3 options.
First and third.
Hang on. All right. Excuse me. First and third. So the first one, it's hard to figure out what these guys are up to, but you might have some history from your time with the Fleet family that gives you a clue. Tell us about someone you grew up with on the Fleet who was obsessed with things embedded in Amber. And what was one of the legendary beings that used to go on and on about, like it would change the world or possibly end it?
All right.
So tell us about the person first.
So I had a cousin. Jacksonville.
Jacksonville?
We're going for a theme.
Going for a theme.
The cheapest.
Yeah, that's
Jamestown. Anyway.
Jacksonville. Pretty like built like Mr. Fantastic with a wide, but like an Ectus.
He's built like a Chad. Giga Chad.
No.
woohoo, just like me.
No, he's built like Mr. Fantastic when he's doing the wide thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
A rectangle. Again, obsessed with like things encased in amber. Probably because we found her encased in amber.
Okay.
Yeah, she adopted the, oh my god, these stars are so crazy and we need to like atone for the sin of shooting them down pretty quickly.
What was one of the legendary creatures that they used, or things encased in amber that they were just convinced if it was ever found and released would just absolutely change the world or end it?
Right. So most of the Fleet family is under the pretty consistent impression that the star didn't disappear after it shot down, and it's somewhere in the lower layers, like half in this world and half like somewhere else.
Gotcha. All right.
And she was convinced that if this thing woke up and there wasn't, she found that there wasn't a replacement for her up in the sky, that she would go, basically apeshit.
Okay.
And
got it. All right. So the other thing that you picked was you had a dream about a watcher in the skies. What did you learn that might help the crew prepare if you spread the word? Stars. The stars are watching.
Yup, and they're for the Fleet family. The stars are basically a combination of the gods and a boogeyman. They are everywhere. They will wreck your butt if you do not treat them as they should.
Interesting.
Very specific culture here on the Fleet family.
How do the stars show up? Like, what is their like when you say the stars are going to do, like, is there a story of the stars like actually messing with people, like actually showing up and punishing people? And if so, what are they like? Or is it just like different every time? Are we talking like
If they
6 wings and 1,000 eyes, or in a fiery wheel, or are they biblical angels? What are we talking about?
if you ever get close enough to like, as a general rule of thumb, they exist as basically the dots. But if they ever get close enough to be properly seen, they are leviathan. They look generally like animals, but
Eldritch creatures. Okay, cool.
terrifying.
Alrighty, what we got here?
For example, picture a sheep with way too many eyes and spikes of an unknowable material growing out through its wool, which is generally what the artists in the Fleet family draw the one who fell as.
Okay.
Sacrificial lamb.
Hello there, Sasenku. Just what have you gotten yourself into? Roll sense. We need to give some dice.
Oh, I got
I
you.
don't know where all the green ones are at. This is really weird.
Oh,
I use this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll three.
What's your sense?
You roll 3.
We should get, there's always one piece dice.
Yeah, I just don't felt that.
yeah.
3, 1, and 6.
That's right. We got a 6 again. All right. So here we go. On the 6, you can pick 2 of these. First option, you haven't been able to find the head engineer for the ship yet. That's the guy who's like just 10,000 spiders wandered all over the place. But their assistants really seem to like you. Take a bonus die the next time you do something where the ship engineers are able to help. You keep having dreams about the heart of the ship that you powered to get away from the star moles, but in your dream, it's not a steam engine, it's something else. If you pick this, I will tell you more, and you'll get a clue about what's going on down there.
I think that.
And like I said, it's only pick 2. You get to pick 2, and on a miss, the captains are mad at you. You don't have to worry about that. So you actually get to pick both of these. Let's talk about the first one first. You haven't been able to find the head engineer for the ship yet. So the next time you need some help and the engineer assistants can help you, you get an extra dice in whatever way. Well, you've been having dreams about the heart of the ship that you powered to get away from the storms, but in your dream, it's not a steam engine, it's something else. And what you see, let me see if I can find what I'm thinking of.
It's just Cthulhu.
No.
It's dog. It's him.
You hyper-powered Cthulhu. Good job. Now he has electricity attacks.
So what you see when you're seeing the engine is not it's not an engine even really. It's kind of a
It's stuck, but he's got lightning teeth, which you gave him. Yeah, he had no teeth before, but now he got sparky teeth.
It's like toothless. Right?
But he deals bulk damage. Actually, that's still toothless. No, that's the scroll.
there is a dragon that does electrical. It's related to toothless.
I should make an arrow leviathan that's just like a regular dragon. Okay, stop.
He did that. Felix wrote up a dragon
Okay, I'm gonna make a better one.
just to try to do it. Where is the picture I'm looking for?
Let me have it. Oh, you didn't let me have it. Give me the ball.
He'll drop it once he gets back to my seat and I sit down.
Okay. Get out. Follow me. Good for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Quit trying to quit giving him trust issues.
Hilarious.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have trust issues with me. That's why he runs away from me and tries to blind my fingers.
No, he tries to bite everybody's fingers.
Tries to bite all of me.
It's a love language. Fighting.
Just like a sand.
Where is that stupid?
He's just a goofy goober.
Oh, yeah.
Goofier than Andrew.
Goku's main ability is the ability to unhinge his jaw when in trouble.
No, I'm trying to get hit.
I don't.
There we go.
Do you want an apple? It's like the best food ever.
So what you see is like it's almost like a web where the sword, but it's not. And you think, oh well, yeah, I'm dreaming about a web because the engineer was a spider, and but it's not a spider's web. It's more like
It's like a web of life and destiny. You have to
like a
Spiders.
purple web.
So,
And then the light of the engine, the power, is like kind of obscured and coming from the center of this. Your brain calls it a nest, but basically like
Dang, Master Weaver, what are you up to?
it's definitely not a spider web.
Purple web.
And like kind of globular, and then there's like a glow that you're feeding this energy, and it's going into these strands and stuff and feeding in there in the middle and making the glow stronger and stronger. But it's not spider web, which would mean it's something weirdly else, despite the fact that
Good job, you're powering the Elfish. Now the web of life and destiny deals bolt damage.
Purple web.
Well, it's on to nothing.
Remember that it's purple.
all right, you might be able to, I mean, you might, there's books and stuff on actually kind of a library on the cruise ship, so maybe you could go and figure out what kind of creature might make something like this, but that's your best idea, is something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Houston.
Houston. Hey there, Houston. It's been 4 days since the fight with the cultists. Clear your physical injury from poison bite. Looking back, how did the rest of the week go? Roll tides plus your sway. On a 6, you get all 3. On a 4 or 5, you get to pick 2 of these.
All right. What was that? Sway?
Tides plus sway.
Okay.
Read.
Doc off of my chair. 1, 2, 1.
Wow. A failure with twist.
Yep.
On a 1 or 2 or 3, if that's your highest roll, you get to pick one of these. All right, so here it's the same options, but you only get to pick one. Your review of the fight that you had with the cultists, when you review it with the captains of the ship, does not go horribly. You do not take any mire from their critique.
Okay.
That's option 1. If you don't pick that, that is what happens. They read you the riot act, tell you you're an idiot, and you take mire, okay? Option 2, several passengers have decided you are such a heroic figure. You can clear any mire from taking the last couple of days relaxing as the official escort for various ship events with the prettiest members of your fan base.
You don't have Myers.
You don't have any mire, so you just get to relax and chill.
All right.
That's option 2. You get to pick one of these. Option 3, somehow, inexplicably, the cultists do not know who to hunt down for revenge. If you don't pick this, they do.
Now I want to bite more people. Don't pick that one. Pick the first one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the first one.
The captains do not yell at you for...
You weren't supposed to kill customers. We talked about this.
But if I pick the second option, it says clear mire.
But you don't have any mire, so
Yeah.
it doesn't do
Anyways.
anything.
I'm going to pick option 2.
You're going to pick...
Well, option 1.
What?
Option 1's the captains aren't mad at you,
Oh, okay. I'll do
Yep.
that one.
because then you don't get mire, which is convenient.
Sweet. I'll take that.
All right, so somehow, the thing that is going to be, so nobody thinks of you as a very heroic figure. You're not being asked to be their escorts and stuff. And somehow, the thing about the somehow cultists not knowing who to hunt down for revenge, definitely not true. They absolutely know who you are. And whenever they catch sight of you around the ship, when you're in public spaces, they are looking death at you, but they're not yet willing to do anything in public. But it makes it extremely tense when you're trying to move around the ship when you don't have a bunch of people around you, because it seems like you're basically in like a polite war zone. The captains, incidentally, as Sean has already established in his thing, don't seem to care about anything you guys are saying about the call. Like
No.
It's like, oh,
I didn't pick
I know you didn't pick that one, but I'm telling you, I'm picking it for myself. They're weirdly like, yeah, whatever. Cult is gonna cult. They're not. You not picking it means you don't get to tell me possibly why they're distracted. Which was.
Well, they can't. Well, because they don't care, they can't tell us not to raid.
Well, I mean,
Hideout.
he has established that they didn't yell at you for stabbing several.
Also, when can I learn to double wield my knife and my blade?
You can just do that.
Yeah, just like that. No, right.
I thought that was supposed to be like a milestone thing.
It's double wheel. I mean,
Who will?
dual wield.
what do you mean? Like what?
Dual wielding knife and blade.
Are they two different items that you have?
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah, Corsair saber and knife.
What's
that
the
I
knife
picked
do?
up from the fight.
Oh, you can have that in the side. It's
Okay.
what you can always be narrating that's what you're doing essentially, but you wouldn't be able to like theoretic. Well, it is something that you can do. It's certainly the kind of thing that you would do. If the knife was actually like a aspect, it would let you basically get bonuses from using both of them in the fight. But the knife is an aspect. It's a thing. Okay. So what have we established? We've got some sort of somehow the or at least the amber thing. What the cultists?
Thanks, Jacksonville. You did.
Stars are bad. You're basically like the starry skies are looking for you. How many days have we got to go until we get to the Whisper Well?
It's
How far out are we?
it's a 1 month trip and we're halfway through it.
Okay. 1 month trip. Cool.
So like we got 2 weeks to go.
Sasenku. After he blows his nose. Oh. What are you doing? What's going on? Weird dreams. Weird dreams then. Tell me about the dream you're having right now.
Can it be about Goku?
I mean,
Okay, so here's the thing. All records of Goku would have been buried by the Verdancy 300 years ago. But if you want him to exist as an everlasting spirit of the time before, who randomly visits people,
no.
I would let him dream about.
Yeah.
I would let him dream about the ghost of Goku.
Otherwise he'll pester us about it until he gets his
Goku.
wish.
You're sleeping. Okay.
Dream about the whisper.
You're dreaming about the Whisper Well. Okay.
I mean, we've
Have
been.
you ever been to a Whisper Well before?
Wait, oh, Whisper Well?
Oh, Whisper Well.
Oh, there's more than
oh.
one. Oh no.
Oh no. I mean,
What?
I don't know what it is, so.
well, several of you guys said.
Well,
Is that where the whispers come from? Do they come from the well of whisperness?
What? Okay. Have you guys been to a Whisper Well?
yes, didn't like it.
What can you tell?
We have pre-established that I am.
So rather than
Fan of
so
my
let's put you at like an employee like breakfast like cafeteria kind of thing somewhere in the ship, and you guys are talking like, what's the Whisper Well? Like, what have you heard about the Whisper Well? What has been your experience with it? What do you do at a Whisper Well?
All right, so I'm telling you. Okay, so I had this cat, right? The only record of him is this photo I have, and I'm like cooking eggs, pancakes.
Okay. Oh, you're serving stuff.
Okay, so we visited the Whisper Well with the cat. We've done this before. I woke up after that with no memory of the cat and a new whisper. I don't even know the thing's name anymore. So
Gerald, Jimonith Arnold.
that was it. Yeah.
Shimana Arnold.
My default name.
Shimana Arnold.
My go-to.
Yeah. So I lost Jamonith Arnold and got a whisper. So generally, I don't like visiting.
Yeah.
Does the cruise ship go to the Whisper Well a lot? Is that a common destination for the cruise ship?
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe like once every two. It depends on. So it depends on the demand. Depends on the demand. But I have actually gone close enough to sacrifice something once, and that was the cat. And then I never did it again because I lost a cat. You don't want to do that.
Got raised for reality.
No, it just woke up and didn't remember the cat.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go with that.
Hang on.
But the whisper was awesome.
Guess what? Which reality eraser and just like the cat?
Yeah, that's
That's kind of the
yeah,
whole point.
it's the organs of a walrus. We bought this toy that was like, once your dog inevitably destroys it, and it was a walrus, there's another toy inside it. So the walrus died within 2 hours, and that's why we have the ball. It is the organs of a walrus.
I bet you wouldn't even see it if you looked up.
I see it. I see balls.
I see balls.
Papa.
This is
Incredible. Je ne crois pas.
So what I hear you saying is,
whoa. What's this behind your ear? Whoa!
Yeah. What's this behind your ear? Ding ding. Real coin. What's this behind your ear?
John,
Yeah.
take a whisper. from that. The whisper that you got from the whisper well back in the day.
Oh,
Once in a blue moon. The look on your face, man.
what am I supposed to do with that?
Well,
There's no rhyme scheme.
well, you don't have to rhyme it. Once in a blue moon means very rarely.
I know.
Okay, so if you need something that's very rare or very unlikely to happen,
Oh, yeah. And he walked away. Wow. Right. So, I'm going to assume.
Bro, you can just see Doc.
So what was happening? Do you know what you were dreaming about the whisper well? You guess it was a whisper well. It's basically a hole in the it's a I think I showed you this picture, but basically if the Wildsea is an actual sea, a whisper well looks like a whirlpool in the trees that goes down into darkness. Forever.
Until it hits the ground.
So
Never go hit the ground.
what you're dreaming
The ground. It's serene.
There were creatures down there bigger than the Empire State Building.
what you're dreaming, in your dream, there's a building, like a ruined building on the edge of the whisper well, and a group of people are lowering something by cables down into the whisper well, like a big object, lowering it down into the whisper well in your dream. And you're like, you know it's a whisper well, but you've never seen one, so you don't know how you know it's a whisper well, except it's like, that definitely is a whisper well.
Anyway, so I finished cooking up the meal. And I looked in the mirror for a second.
Okay.
I've got spider webs on me. And when I look down, they definitely aren't there.
Okay. Why are you having visions of spider webs?
Well, I kind of absorbed the spirit of a predator absorbed the predator spirit of a spider like a session ago, so
You did?
yeah, I used the
Oh,
yeah.
some of the parts and stuff for some of your food?
I got a whisper from the encounter with the flying spiders.
Oh, right.
And I used it to instill the spirit of a flying spider within me, and now there's acid in me. But hey, I can deal with toxin damage now, yay.
What did you buy?
I have a one-track poison bite that deals CQ toxin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you bought that. Is that what you bought with your advance?
No, I used the whisper to get it.
Oh, you gotta,
That's why it's temporary. It'll do the tapping of the things.
I figured they're weird.
All right.
There's no good words.
Yeah, so I have temporarily merged myself with the soul of a flying spider, and it is going.
Don't mess up the darts too bad.
They're fine. It's their abomination.
It's a
Just like
biblical
your face.
angel is what that is. All right.
I'm sorry.
Oh God, my head.
We can stop.
Just play Smash Bros.
Yeah,
It's okay. I want to at least get a little bit so you're talking and you're looking down, you're like, spider webs. And then you look at the table that these two are sitting at, and you go to sit down, and you see spiders on the table too. And you kind of blink and look at it, and this time you actually do see spiders.
Did I mix up the ingredients?
I'm the spiders.
God, it's okay.
There's just a few of them. Actually, no. There's one. It's limping. It's missing a leg, and it's sort of limping, crawling toward Sosenku. It's on the tablecloth. It's like trying to get over to him. Like you're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
I want to pet it.
Do you see it? Does he see it?
I mean, yeah. He you see it about the same time as you. You freaking out a little bit because you were just hallucinating spider webs on you. You see one of the spiders. It looks like one of the engineer's spiders. So he goes to stab you. You're like, what?
Oh. Sorry.
My bad. Didn't mean to stab one of your component cells.
Listen, it's been a crazy week. It's not the first day I've been seeing.
Okay, so this seven-legged spider comes over to you by your hand, and it kind of turns around and it kind of gets up on like the edge of your hand, and it attaches a web to your hand, and
I'm Spider.
and it walks off. It goes across the table a little bit further, and then it sort of tugs on the spider web. Tug, tug. And then it goes a couple more little steps and goes tug, tug.
I guess it wants me to follow it or something.
As soon as you get up and, your hand, it pulls the web up and it sort of dangles. So it crawls back up its thing under your hand, and it just sits there on top of your hand, and it extends one less damaged arm, and it points.
Well,
Let's go that way.
Philip,
Yes.
he's got a compass spider on his hand.
Compass spider.
He has a compass spider on his
I'm too cool. Right?
It's sort of. I mean, it's a spider that's pointing in the direction. Are you going with?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Whenever I see a spider pointing in a direction with its hands, I always follow.
this is the Wildsea. Arachnophobia is racist.
If you have arachnophobia, you have a weakness.
Yeah, it's there.
All right. So, due to my throbbing head, sorry, we're gonna wait here. We're gonna pause here with you guys following the guide, the injured guide spider, and
I'm really doing this, and I don't know why.
if you do that, you'll kill it because it'll squish it on the palm of your hand.
It's just gonna move faster.
But it's sitting there. It's actually on the back of your hand, and just sitting there, and you're kind of, and it's trying to point you along. And we're gonna pause there because, sorry, we've had a couple of games that have been interrupted by headaches. First Sean's and now mine, but yikes, my head is.
Yeah.